Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the flagship show. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. And we are on the road to the Survivor Series. And here comes, the Bullet Club. They claim that they own Monday Night Raw. They claim that they turned this place upside down. And you know what? I do agree with them to an extent. They have turned Monday Night Raw upside down. We don't know what the hell is going on half of the time anymore on Raw. Ever since Balor aligned with these two criminals, these two crooks, they broke into Monday Night Raw a couple of months ago and they began wreaking havoc, attacked Bray Wyatt, attacked Shinsuke Nakamura, attacked Dean Ambrose. And now they have Raw contracts. Probably forced by Eric Bischoff. As Gallows and Anderson await for their leader, await for their fellow good brother. And that man, he is the WWE Universal Champion. And it's Finn Balor. And this guy, Finn Balor, what a month it has been for Finn Balor. Finn Balor, he won the Fatal 4-Way match. He beat Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and Shinsuke Nakamura to earn the opportunity, to earn the right to face Dean Ambrose at No Mercy in France. And then he took that opportunity and he ran with it. He saw an opportunity and he ran with it. And I gotta respect Finn Balor for that, but I do not respect what Finn Balor did. He lied to not only Dean Ambrose, he not only lied to the fans, he lied to himself. He lied to himself. He believed that he could beat Dean Ambrose by himself, but it appeared that he didn't. And Balor, what Balor has to show for it? Well, he has the Universal Championship. Finn Balor, just an attitude change. Over the past couple of weeks, he's disowned the fans. And he aligned with the devil, I should say, Triple H. A man who is not really well liked, a man that's not really well received by the fans. He aligned himself with Triple H. He aligned himself with the game. And when you align yourself with the game, just like Randy Orton, just like Batista, you are bred for success. And Finn Balor knows that. And Balor claims to run Monday Night Raw. Him and his good brothers. Balor, the Universal Champion. He's in the line with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. Coincidentally, the Shield as the only holders of the Universal Championship thus far. As Finn Balor puts the too sweet in the air. And Balor, look, these guys are bodyguards. These guys are not even friends. Their relationship here in the ring is purely a bodyguard relationship. And you see Anderson and Gallows on the other side, on opposite sides of the ring, protecting Finn Balor as he speaks in the ring. And this just shows how Finn Balor values, how they just value each other. And wait a minute, this does not bode well for Finn Balor and the Bullet Club. Dean Ambrose, wait a minute, Dean Ambrose jumped the guardrail! Ambrose jumped the guardrail, Ambrose and Rollins brawling with Gallows and Anderson here on the outside as Finn Balor just stands in the ring. And the clothesline right to Anderson. And Dean Ambrose, the former Universal Champion. Oh, and Rollins super kicked the Gallows. A super kick to Gallows, and Ambrose and Rollins, and just like that, the numbers game takes over. Oh, just throwing Dean Ambrose right into the steps. The numbers game just like that. Just the snap of a finger. And Rollins trying to help his friend out. And a sling blade by the Universal Champion. And Rollins. Oh. Rollins and Ambrose, they wanted to fight. Oh. They wanted to fight. And they got one. 3-on-2. And I don't believe, Ambrose and Rollins was expecting it, and you could just feel it. And and a kick right to the gut. Kick right to the gut of Dean Ambrose as Finn Balor. Oh my God. Cutter right to Seth Rollins. And this has just become an onslaught. Has just become an onslaught. Oh! My goodness. And this has just become an onslaught. And now in the ring, the Universal Champion Finn Balor. Coup de grace. Coup de grace. Right to Dean Ambrose. And the Bullet Club has made their message clear. They are not one to mess around. And Rollins and Ambrose felt the Bullet Club's offense first once again. And the Bullet Club, they claim that they've won. They claim that they've won Monday Night Raw. And hell, I would love to disagree with them, but they might just, if they keep having onslaughts and attacks like that, they might as well be running Raw. Ed Bishop has to do something about it, but switching gears into the parking lot, the main event tonight, it'll be Andrade Cien Almas challenging Dolph Ziggler, the man right there in the locker room, for the WWE Television Championship, and it is in the main event here tonight on Raw. It's a can't-miss episode of Monday Night Raw as we're heading to the Survivor Series. Live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, will be Survivor Series, where we will see, announced by Bret Hart, confirmed by Bret Hart last week on SmackDown Live, where we will see Raw versus SmackDown Live. And it is all due to the damages caused by Kevin Owens. Took Tony Nese out of action, a Raw wrestler, for months. And we can't wait as we're heading into the Survivor Series for the Raw brand. We're heading to the ring is the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura. And Shinsuke Nakamura, he has a bone to pick with Chris Jericho. And it all started in that fatal four-way match that I just mentioned earlier with Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, and that man right there, Nakamura. So Jericho interfering in that fatal four-way match, costing Shinsuke Nakamura the Universal Championship. Led to a match at No Mercy where Jericho cheated to beat Shinsuke Nakamura. And Nakamura, he's been pissed ever since. And Nakamura shows his ferocity in different ways. He shows it in the ring with those hard-hitting, strong-style strikes. You know, and that type of wrestling style will take years off your career, but it looks to Shinsuke Nakamura, it looks to me that Shinsuke Nakamura hasn't missed a step here on Monday Night Raw, as he'll go one-on-one with Arya Daivari here tonight. Jam-packed are we here on Monday Night Raw, here in Sacramento, California, a couple of weeks away from the Survivor Series. And then this Sunday at Unforgiven, it's just a monumental show for you here tonight, as Shinsuke Nakamura makes his grandiose entrance. The ever charismatic Shinsuke Nakamura. Just a sight to see every time when this guy steps into the ring. It's special. Every time when Nakamura steps foot in a WWE ring. I think the only guy I know that has beaten Brock Lesnar not once, but twice at WrestleMania and at SummerSlam. And Shinsuke Nakamura. And Dios entrance here as he goes one-on-one with Arya Daivari. Nakamura with the entrance of a lifetime here on Monday Night Raw. And you see the frustration. You see how pissed Arya Daivari is that he had to wait that long. He had to wait for Shinsuke Nakamura to make his way down to the ring. And you see, look how now Arya Daivari's pissed off, telling Shinsuke Nakamura, do you want to make some moves? It's both these mid-collar and elbow tie up Nakamura now behind the back of Arya Daivari. Lifts up Daivari like so. And now, but Daivari, the smaller man, able to get behind Shinsuke Nakamura, and an elbow right to the back. Elbow right to the back, and again Nakamura to the back as well. And both of these men chain wrestling here to kick off Monday Night Raw. Absolutely combustible main event, TV championship on the line as Dolph Ziggler defends against Andrade Cien Almas. And drops him. Does Shinsuke Nakamura. Try to go for an elbow, but miss. And Arya Daivari gonna feel it now by Nakamura. Kick right to the gut, and another kick to the gut. Another kick, and now a chop by Nakamura. A second, a third. A third by the King of Strong Style. Rebound off the rope, stuck down. Leapfrog, great agility. Great flexibility by Shinsuke Nakamura. And later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, will be Bayley going one-on-one against Alexa Bliss. A couple of days removed, a couple days ahead from their triple threat match with Charlotte Flair at Unforgiven for the women's title, and a kick out only at not even a 1 count for Arya Daivari, but Daivari takes down Nakamura to the outside. And I think this is the offense that Arya Daivari needs if he wants to put away Shinsuke Nakamura. And now, rebound off the ropes, and look at that, but what a counter by Daivari. Flips himself, does Daivari, and he brings him down with the inverted DDT. Inverted DDT brings down Nakamura, and now an elbow right to the heart. Elbow right to the heart of Nakamura. Try to go for the knee, it connects. Knee connects with jaw as Nakamura is seeing stars right now. Try to go for a second one. Doesn't work. And now Nakamura with the forearms. Forearms and the elbows connecting to the face. As Shinsuke Nakamura with the double axe handle. The King of Strong Style, he calls himself. Nakamura now lifts up Daivari. Brings him down. Brought him down with that landslide. Did Shinsuke Nakamura. And now Nakamura. What a power bomb. Shoulders are down. Daivari in trouble. And a kick out at 2. Kick out at 2. And Daivari showing resilience here against Shinsuke Nakamura. And Shinsuke Nakamura is not a man I want to be in the ring with. And now knees all to the side of the skull. Knees to the side of the skull. And Daivari has no way of defending himself against those knee strikes. As Nakamura with a hinge chop. And now an elbow brings Daivari to one knee. And now inverted power slam. And that is the prelude. That's the prelude to the King Shasa. And once you're hit with the King Shasa, you don't get back up. And now Nakamura. Nakamura wants Daivari to his feet, and the King Shasa. King Shasa. Knee right to the temple, and it's lights out for Arya Daivari. Lights out for Arya Daivari. But what a showing did Arya Daivari have against Shinsuke Nakamura. And that Kinshasa will put anybody away. 2, 3. What a contest. Shinsuke Nakamura comes out on top here on Monday Night Raw. You know, Eric Bischoff is setting up his team. He's thinking about who wants to be on Team Raw. And I think a good consideration is Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura celebrating here. What the hell? Come on! Come on! Oh, Jericho bashing him on the side of the head. Oh, God. And again. When is this going to end? When is this going to stop? Chris Jericho repeatedly assaulting Shinsuke Nakamura, but when Nakamura's in your face going toe-to-toe with you, you don't want to fight him. Just Chris Jericho picking his moments. Doesn't want to fight with Nakamura, but he wants to attack him from behind. And the Lion Tamer, knee right into the spine. And Shinsuke Nakamura is out cold. And this behavior by Chris Jericho. This man, Chris Jericho, is just hell-bent on ending Shinsuke Nakamura. And did you just hear Dean Ambrose? Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins might just do it. They might just have to recruit Roman Reigns. And you know, both of their relationships with Roman Reigns isn't really the best. Roman Reigns claims himself to be a city upon a hill, himself as the city upon a hill. With everybody on Raw and SmackDown Live looking down on him as the Universal Champion. That's how Roman Reigns feels about himself. Hasn't made really much friends in the locker room, but he has 2 brothers. And those brothers are Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Rollins looking to recruit Roman Reigns to take down the Bullet Club. Can we see the reformation of the Shield? But switching gears, ladies and gentlemen, Alexa Bliss is going to go one-on-one with Bayley. And both of these women, they have a lot of beef. They have a lot of hatred towards one another. It wasn't long ago that these 2 women competed in a steel cage match back down in NXT at NXT TakeOver The End, where Bayley emerged victorious. And then the 2 faced off again a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, with the winner facing Charlotte at No Mercy. Bayley won the match initially, but Alexa Bliss, a sore loser, and Alexa Bliss attacked Bayley, took her out for weeks, and led to Stephanie McMahon putting Alexa Bliss in the women's title match for No Mercy, where she was not victorious, did not succeed in beating Charlotte Flair, but she had a hell of a showing. And I'll give Alexa Bliss that. Alexa Bliss, I don't condone half the stuff that she does, most of the stuff that she does, but she's a hell of a fighter. She knows how to fight. She fights against the best of them, and Charlotte Flair is among the best of them, as both of these women, with collar and elbow tie up, and Alexa Bliss pushes Bayley into the corner. The referee has to get involved, and Alexa Bliss with a cheap shot. Cheap shot right to Bayley, and Bayley now float over. DDT, nobody home though. She flips her over, does Alexa Bliss. And both of these women, they know each other very well. Had the same start. Was down in NXT. Came up together on the main roster. Despite being rivals, despite being enemies. And now Alexa with the elbow right to the jaw. Elbow right to the jaw. Bayley And now Alexa Bliss trying to go for a right hand, but Bayley with a right hand of her own. Bayley with a right hand of her own, and several right hands to Alexa. Several right hands to Alexa, and Bayley now smashing Alexa's head against the mat. And now, body slam. Slamming Alexa Bliss, and now an elbow drop. Elbow drop right to Bliss. And you know both of these women, they're definitely going to be kicking each other's ass at Unforgiven this Sunday when they have to go toe-to-toe with Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match for the women's title. And there goes Alexa Bliss over the top rope, and Bayley now. Bayley is fired up. Bayley is fired up. What's Alexa Bliss doing? Wait a minute, Alexa Bliss is walking out. Alexa Bliss is walking out here. And Bayley has... Alexa Bliss is on the ramp. And as Alexa Bliss just walked out of this match here, wants nothing to do with Bayley. But wait a minute! Charlotte! Charlotte! Charlotte with a spear! Charlotte with a spear! And the match has been thrown out here. The match has been thrown out. And the women's champion spearing Alexa Bliss. And now Bayley and Charlotte, the women's champion, and Bayley going toe-to-toe here. Face to face, and Bayley to belly to Charlotte Flair. And Bayley telling Charlotte, at this Sunday, the women's title is mine. No love lost between Bayley and Charlotte. They had a hell of a match on SmackDown Live. And Bayley this time is looking to take the title. And Bayley gets one over on the women's champion here. And Charlotte can't believe it. As Bayley, but wait a minute, we have a situation going on. We have a situation going on backstage. And Daniel Bryan. That's Daniel Bryan and Cesaro. And Cesaro's shirt is ripped. Cesaro's shirt is ripped here as Bryan and Cesaro brawling, but on the other side, Sheamus and The Miz. Sheamus and The Miz, and throwing him into the interview area, and Sheamus and The Miz squaring off here. And The Miz with a right, and both of these guys, all four of these guys, just beating the hell out of one another, and a knee right to the temple. And we're having, I've gotten word that security's on their way to defuse the situation. Security's on their way to defuse that situation backstage between the Raw Tag Team Champions and the Bar, but we have to switch gears, ladies and gentlemen, to Big Cass. This guy is totally the most popular guy on the roster. Colin Cassidy, Big Cass, making his way down to the ring. What a combustible night it has been so far here on Monday Night Raw. Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins thinking of recruiting Roman Reigns, the Raw Tag Team Champions, and backstage brawl, TV Championship match coming in the main event. It's been a combustible night here on Monday Night Raw. Big Cass set the record straight here on Monday Night Raw. Clearly not the most popular guy on the roster. Moved out of the building everywhere he goes is Big Cass. And now Big Cass is gonna grab a microphone, and you know how he feels. You know how he feels about this place. You know how he feels about Monday Night Raw and how it's being ran. But now I think he likes it as it's being ran by the Bullet Club. And Big Cass, he wants a response from Eric Bischoff. He wants to be on Team Raw, but I do not think that's Eric Bischoff. That is the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman is back. And the last time we'd seen Braun Strowman was in the Intercontinental Championship match a couple of weeks ago, where he defended that title against the Big Show and the ring broke in half. The ring broke in two. But Braun Strowman is back, and he is here to confront Big Cass. And Braun Strowman, certainly not Eric Bischoff. And Big Cass getting the hell out of Dodge wants nothing to do with the Intercontinental Champion. Wants nothing to do with the Intercontinental Champion, or does he? Walked right into the ring. Right into the ring of fire. And Braun Strowman saying that he's going to be the captain of Team Raw. There's Eric Bischoff. And what a bombshell announcement! It'll be Braun Strowman versus Colin Cassidy next week! And ladies and gentlemen, just announced by the desk of Stephanie McMahon, it will be Charlotte Flair going one-on-one with Alexa Bliss, the women's champion, versus one of the two challengers for her title at Unforgiven this coming Tuesday on SmackDown Live. And on the Raw side of things, next week, Braun Strowman, the Intercontinental Champion, will take on Colin Cassidy, and the winner is the captain of Survivor Series, the captain of Monday Night Raw. And as well, for next Monday, probably the biggest shows of the year, as The Bar invoke their rematch clause against Daniel Bryan and The Miz for the Raw Tag Team titles. And look, the winner of that match is also on Team Raw. And the main event of the night, it'll be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Chris Jericho in a last man standing match. And the winner of that match will be on Team Raw as well. It is a Survivor Series heavy episode of Monday Night Raw next week as we find out the 4 members of Team Raw. And Andrade Cien Almas gonna make his way down to the ring because it is time for the main event, as Andrade Cien Almas challenges the television champion Dolph Ziggler for that title. The television title with Zelina Vega at toe, the mentor, the manager of Andrade Cien Almas. But what a night. What a night it's gonna be. Next week on Raw, 3 monumentous matches. Braun Strowman versus Big Cass. The Bar versus Daniel Bryan and The Miz for the Raw Tag Team titles. And in a last man standing match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Chris Jericho. And the winners of all of those matches will be on Team Raw. Big fight feel next week on Raw's can't miss episode of Monday Night Raw, but it's also a can't miss episode here tonight. A monumentous match here tonight in the main event as Andrade Cien Almas takes on Dolph Ziggler for the television title. Big fight feel here in Sacramento, California, as Andrade Cien Almas makes his way to the ring with his manager Zelina Vega. The ever plotting, the ever devious Zelina Vega. Andrade Cien Almas, probably the hottest free agent WWE had to offer for so long. Eric Bischoff promised Andrade Cien Almas a shot at the television title. And Andrade signed. No, not the television title. He was signed. He was signed because Eric Bischoff promised Andrade Cien Almas a shot at any title on Monday Night Raw. So it could have been the Universal title. It could have been the Intercontinental title. Or it could have been the TV title. And I think Andrade Cien Almas, he chose the TV title because, well, the Universal title's ran by the Bullet Club. They have the title. It wouldn't fare well for Andrade Cien Almas to take on 3 men, including Triple H as well. With the Bullet Club having Triple H in their back pocket, and the Intercontinental Championship scene having Braun Strowman on the top of it, a 400-pound monster. So I believe that Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega decided to go after Dolph Ziggler, decided to go after the television championship because he's only a mere man. Dolph Ziggler is just a man. He's not a group. He's not a monster. Dolph Ziggler is just a mere man, but will he prove himself to be just a mere man here tonight in our main event for the television championship? And that is what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. And that is exactly what it is about. It is about the WWE Television Championship, only defended on Monday Night Raw. As Andrade Cien Almas challenges Dolph Ziggler in Ziggler's second title defense here. His first successful title defense was against Tyler Breeze at No Mercy. But can he walk out of Sacramento the Intercontinental Champion? And Let's Go Ziggler chants reigning in Sacramento here tonight in our main event. As Andrade Cien Almas locks up with Dolph Ziggler. Rebound off the ropes, rebound again. And Almas trying to go for that elbow, but nobody home. Oh! And Ziggler chopping away at the bit. Literally. Chopping away at Andrade Cien Almas' chest. Leapfrog and a duck down. But Andrade with a big elbow. And you know this is going to be a very, very back and forth contest as Andrade puts the foot right into the chest of Dolph Ziggler. And now Almas, in the headlock. Andrade Cien Almas in that headlock has Dolph Ziggler where he wants him. And now Ziggler with a headlock of his own. Dolph Ziggler in the Collegiate Hall of Fame. Collegiate Wrestling Hall of Fame is Dolph Ziggler. And now, look at that. And he slingshots Andrade. Slingshotted Andrade Cien Almas right in the middle rope. Try to go for the super kick. Nobody home. Andrade now. And now Andrade with those elbows. You heard the sickening thud on every single one of them. As Andrade Cien Almas switches. With Ziggler. And now brings him down. Brings him down in the first pinfall of the night. First pinfall of the match here. And a kick at it too. Excuse me. Definitely not the first pinfall of the night. As Dolph Ziggler takes a breather. And you see Andrade Cien Almas is mocking. The television champion. As Dolph Ziggler. Forearm right to the jaw. Elbow right to the jaw. And brings him down. Does Dolph Ziggler. That collegiate wrestling background doing wonders for our television champion. And now is Andrade going to take a breather. And Andrade knocked back off the ring apron. Dolph Ziggler can win this match by countout or disqualification. He has champion's advantage. And a drop kick. Drop kick brings down Andrade Cien Almas. And now, ribs colliding on the steel steps as Dolph Ziggler, he could win this match by countout or DQ. And look at Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega picking up Andrade. Cien Almas so he's not vulnerable. And he thanks Zelina Vega. He thanks his manager, but a right hand by Ziggler. Hit with a right hand, but now Almas going to fight back with a right hand as well. And a big boot by Almas. A big boot by Almas sends Dolph Ziggler across the ring. Drop kick, nobody home. Try to go for a clothesline, nobody home. And a kick right to the back. Kick right, to the gut. And a suplex onto the back of Dolph Ziggler. As now Almas, double axe handle right to the back. As now Andrade with a right hand. Try to go for another one. Nobody home. Ziggler now strikes back. Ziggler strikes back as Almas. And you can just feel, you can hear the punches rain out through the arena, but a drop kick, he caught Almas onto the jaw. Caught Almas on the jaw, then Dolph Ziggler. And now Ziggler has Andrade in his precarious position. Drops him with the neck breaker. He dropped Almas with the neck breaker, did Dolph Ziggler. And now Ziggler is showing his prowess inside the ring. He's showing how cocky he is inside the squared circle. As Ziggler slowing the pace of this match down. He's slowing the match down with the headlock. Headlock to Almas, trying to just drain Andrade out. Draining Andrade out. Andrade's gonna have to use trying to make Andrade use all his energy to get out. And that's exactly what Almas does. He gets out. As Almas delivers a big elbow and now chops. And a punch right to the back. A hammer fist right to the back, but Ziggler saw it coming with the punch right to the gut. Drop kick, nobody home. He lands hard on his stomach as Dolph Ziggler now rolls up Almas. Shoulders are down here. Shoulders are down, and a kick out at 2. Kick out at 2, and like I said earlier, Dolph Ziggler, he has champion's advantage in this match. He could get disqualified, he could get counted out, and he could still retain the television title, and almost kicks out at 2, as Dolph Ziggler can't believe it. But I don't think Dolph Ziggler will go that route, unless he's that desperate. Unless he's that desperate to put away Andrade Cien Almas. Suplex, but a knee onto the, but follows it up, does Almas. Almas followed it up with a driver, and now Almas, shooting star press. What a shooting star press by Andrade Cien Almas. What a move by El Idolo. And you hear Zelina Vega tell Andrade to stay on him. To stay on Dolph Ziggler. And now brings Ziggler down with that innovative maneuver. But Ziggler escapes. But over the referee goes Andrade Cien Almas. Tope Suicida. What a Tope Suicida by Andrade Cien Almas. And Andrade Cien Almas, he's showing what he has. He's showing what he's got. And what a springboard drop kick. He's showing what he's got. He's beaten Tyler Breeze. And that was just a bit of it. That was only just a little bit of what Andrade Cien Almas can do in the wrestling ring. And Almas, back suplex. Back suplex by Andrade. And now, look at the springboard drop kick, nobody home. Ziggler pushes him away. And now Dolph Ziggler, suplex, but doesn't release. Another suplex. And a third. The Three Amigos. A tribute to Eddie Guerrero as Dolph Ziggler's on fire. Tribute to the late, great legend, Eddie Guerrero, as Dolph Ziggler now. And oh no, the scraping the face on the rope. The disrespect Dolph Ziggler has for Andrade Cien Almas. And now, gonna throw him into the corner, and follows it up by a clothesline. Followed up by the neck snap. And Dolph Ziggler, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. He's feeling the momentum. He's feeling the pressure in this television championship match here. And Dolph Ziggler with a super kick. Ziggler with the super kick. Super kick to Almas. And Almas kicks out at 2.5. And Ziggler thinking, how's Almas do it? How's Almas still in this contest? Caught him around to the jaw, and Almas with a slap right to the chest, and another slap to the chest. 2 slaps dead to the chest of Dolph Ziggler. And now Ziggler. Oh, and that's another slap to the chest. And almost just mocking the television champion. Oh, and you heard that from the nosebleeds. Slap right across the face of Dolph Ziggler. And now, Andrade Cien Almas, he could be looking for it. Could be looking for the end. Almost on the top rope. Moonsault, nobody home. Like, oh! Phenomenal move by Andrade. The moonsault and a kick out at 2. The double moonsault, I should say. This guy is talented. This guy has skill in that wrestling ring. When he's in the squared circle, nobody could compare to Andrade Cien Almas. But a powerbomb brings Dolph Ziggler down. And Ziggler, the television champion, he's in big trouble despite kicking out at 2. He's in real big trouble. And oh, miss! What a corkscrew moonsault! Corkscrew moonsault and a kick out at 2 again by Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler is staying alive. Brings him down though. He brought him down. Brought him down! And what a famouser! What a famouser by Dolph Ziggler! Ziggler with the famouser. Almas is stunned. Almas is stunned, but Almas with the drop kick. Almas with the drop kick. He brought Ziggler down. Oh no, this does not bode well. This does not bode well for either Ziggler or Almas. And my God! What a Hurricane Rana! Shoulder switch Hurricane Rana off the top rope. And a big boot takes down Ziggler. And Ziggler, smart move by Dolph Ziggler, rolling out of the ring to prevent a pinfall. But Almas! Almas going high risk, high reward. And Almas is stumbling. Almas was stumbling. And Almas, I don't know, he might just have a concussion. He might just have a concussion after that. He might just. And now Almas puts Ziggler on the top and a kick right to the face. The kick right to the face of Dolph Ziggler. Referee had a 7 count. And remember, champion's advantage Dolph Ziggler has. He can lose by DQ or count out. He can still retain the title. Oh. And oh no, the double knees, the Meteor Aurora. That Meteor Aurora right to Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler has not moved. He has not moved since that Hurricane Rana. Since that Hurricane Rana off the top rope, and then he followed and almost followed it up with that outside dive. And almost moonsault. These were big, but I think Dolph Ziggler played possum there. He played possum. Played possum. Nobody home. Roll through. Drop toe hold. What a maneuver. Try to go for it again. Nobody home. Oh, a kick right to the jaw. And now the zigzag by Dolph Ziggler. And a zigzag brings Andrade Cien Almas' momentum to a halt. And now look at the repeated elbows. The repeated elbows by our television champion, Dolph Ziggler. And Ziggler again. Final elbow to the right to the heart. Right to the Latino heart of Andrade Cien Almas. And now Ziggler. Elbow drop. Nobody home. And a kick right to the gut. Hammerlock DDT. Shoulders are down. No. Dolph Ziggler kicks out at 2 3/4. And this is becoming a great match. A match for the ages. Oh, try to go for a right hand. Nobody home. And Ziggler, a kick to the gut again. Lines him up. DDT. DDT spikes El Idolo. Spiked El Idolo. And I think Ziggler is tuning up the band. No! Trying to go for sweet chin music. Trying to go for that super kick. And a forearm by Almas takes him down. What a back suplex. Trying to go for sweet chin music to Dolph Ziggler, but nobody was home. Oh! Almas dodged. And now Almas on the good side of the match. On the good side. The several elbows could have smashed Dolph Ziggler's skull in. And now, Almas through the middle rope. Through the middle rope goes Andrade Cien Almas onto Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler's in no man's land. Dolph Ziggler seeing stars. Ziggler seeing stars. And Almas! What a corkscrew! What a corkscrew moonsault! And Dolph Ziggler's in no man's land. Oh! And those elbows could knock anybody out. Those elbows could knock anybody out. And on the top, hammerlock DDT from the top rope. Hammerlock DDT! Hammerlock DDT! And Andrade Cien Almas has just won the WWE Television Championship! What a main event! This was a match for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. Probably one of the greatest Raw matches I've ever seen. And it was for the Television Championship. And look at that. Just drills Dolph Ziggler's head from an elevated height to win the Television Championship. And Andrade Cien Almas is the Television Champion. And Almas has done it. Almas has achieved the improbable. Dethrones Dolph Ziggler here in Sacramento. And ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time.